Little Boy at its heart is about some pretty big themes and some pretty big messages that I think everyone tackles in life. Um, it's about a young boy who's 8 years old, whose father gets sent off to World War II, and the little boy is at that place in life where his father is his superhero. So he's had his superhero stripped away from him. So he wants to do whatever he can to bring his father back from World War II. And he thinks if he prays enough, if he does enough good works, that maybe he can make a difference. Maybe his prayers can make a difference. And just maybe he can help make a difference in the war and bring his father back from home. Yeah, fatherhood is definitely a very strong theme in this short film. In fact, the whole film sort of hinges on it. My character is the older brother in the family, and I'm the one who's supposed to go off and serve during World War II. I'm supposed to be the one who sort of fulfills my call as a man at the time and go off and defend my country. But because my character has flat feet, he gets 4F, so he's not allowed in the military. So, being an honorable American family back then, my father goes in my place. So when my father goes in my place, I'm left to take care of my family and deal with the shame of not being able to go defend my country. Meanwhile, my little brother has his father ripped away from him, and he's at that critical age where his dad is everything. He's 8 years old. So his dad is his idol. He's his hero. He's his everything, and he's stripped away from him. So the little boy starts a revolution in town by trying to do the corporal works of mercy. And he thinks if he does the corporal works of mercy, then he'll have enough faith. And maybe if he has enough faith and he prays enough, he can bring his father back from World War II. So it's a very heartfelt, very uplifting film that really hinges on fatherhood and just shows how much a good father means to a family. This film touched me personally, and when I read the script, I was at a place in my life that was very. I was struggling with things that were very similar to what this film deals with, and the film deals with the philosophy of what do you put your faith in? Do you put your faith in yourself? Do you put your faith in your own sort of self belief to determine your own reality and to determine your own existence, or do you put your faith in something bigger? And to see that through the eyes of a little boy, to see that theme tackled through the eyes of an 8 year old boy is very inspiring and very hope filled. Um, because when you tell a little boy to have faith, a lot of times it's not this sort of soft, warm, fuzzy feeling type of a thing. He puts it into motion and he puts it into work. And I think that's a really unique and um, real clever way that the filmmakers took that path and went down that path to really show the reality of it and see how it manifests itself in the eyes of a little boy. The role was definitely a challenge to play a character who is so complex, so struggling with so many big things in his life, dealing with the shame of not being able to serve his country, dealing with problems with drinking, dealing with not being able to run the family business while my father is gone, wasting money. He definitely deals with a lot of complex emotions, and he goes on the real roller coaster of this journey of trying to be the man of the household, but not doing it right. Um, and I think a lot of people will be able to relate to that character. I think a lot of people have a lot of complex emotions going on and have dealt with failures in life and dealt with things that really got them down and really sort of um, bring forth a darkness in their life. And I think we've all been there before to one degree or another. So to really see a character who's going down that path and who's sort of slipping down that slope is I think a lot of people will identify with that. And it was really tough for me coming off of a very popular Disney show and having a lot of sort of teen pop you know relevance out there. This is very different from what people have seen me in. So to get the fact that the filmmakers took a chance on me and let me prove that I could act dramatically and play a character this complex and this sort of dark was a big blessing for me. Everyone wants to see a journey start from beginning, middle, and end, and see change along the way, and to see a character start as one thing and end as another thing. So the filmmakers in this story, every single character starts at one place and ends in a completely different place. So the fact that I really got to do that and have that change in the end and have that sort of well, I don't want to give it away. You have to see the film, but the filmmakers did a great job with every character. So I mean, this whole film, you know, you have two Oscar-nominated actors, you have people who you've recognized, you have Kevin James, you have all these great actors and great, very notable people. Some of the best cast, you know, some of the best actors in the world are in this film, right? And they all hinge on an 8-year-old boy. So could you imagine casting this film, being the writers, being the directors, being the producers, going, we have all these great people. We have this whole set built. We have, you know, a 3-month shoot. We have everything. That's all 5 years of our lives to write this script, to make this thing a masterpiece, to make it beautiful. 5 years of our lives, and everyone involved around that all depends on an 8-year-old boy. And we got to find that boy. So as you could imagine, as the producers and filmmakers and everything, they were probably pulling their hair out trying to find this kid. They auditioned thousands of kids from all across the United States. They literally saw every single kid possible to find the best possible kid for this. And the kid that they found was actually a brother of an actor. I don't even think he really acted much in his life. And the director just had a funny conversation with him and thought he was a nice kid and thought he was, you know, charismatic and funny and had the right innocence and brought the right purity to the role. And after 9 or 10 auditions and putting him through the ringer, they gave him the role and he got it. And, you know, it worked out because, as you can see, he definitely holds the film and he did an amazing job. People are, you know, there's rumors of him maybe getting nominated for a big award for it, maybe an Oscar or something. He's that good. When they offered him the role, the whole family started crying, or he started crying or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it went, but he started crying and he ran up to the producers and he said, "You don't know what this means to my family. We're about to get kicked out of our house, and this film is going to save us." I don't think I need to tell you guys how important it is that good art needs to be made. I think everyone knows who is educating children right now, and everyone knows who's educating society. If you look at all the statistics, you look at everything, kids spend, you know, 8 hours in front of a TV and maybe only a couple with their parents. So I think it's very clear who is educating children nowadays. The art that's being put out in society right now is not doing anything for the mind. It's not stimulating anyone in any way, shape, or form. These filmmakers embrace the classic mentality of art, that it has the potential to elevate the mind to something greater. And if a film doesn't succeed, you can't make any more movies. This film is so critical to us and so critical to everyone involved because it does exactly what we want it to do. It leaves the theater with you. It inspires the mind and elevates the heart to something greater. And we need to be successful. We need to not only change the people that watch the film, but we need to get it out as much as possible. We need to spread the word out as much as possible so we can keep making movies like this. We need movies like this made. And you know, without them, something else is going to be in there that's not going to do what we want it to do. That's not going to do what we know art has the potential to do. So I just hope and I pray that you will support us. You'll go out into the theater. You'll see the film. If you love it, please spread it. But I'm very confident you will. It took these guys 5 years of their life for an hour and a half of your time. So I hope that you'll give us that hour and a half and give us that shot to touch your heart.